One Piece chapter 1058. I'm giving you a chance to swipe before the spoilers that I give out right now, and we're good. We start off the chapter with Nami pissed at Luffy. She beat the shit out of my boy. Yo, she beat him up so bad that she started getting her own Conqueror's hockey for a second. Now, obviously it's a joke because she's just heated in the moment, but it's still pretty funny to look at. Alright, let's get to the crazy stuff now, right? We got new bounties for the whole fucking crew. Let's get ready to hear them. The way that it's written by the world government now is these are updated bounties for the leaders of the 5,600-man Grand Fleet, Straw Hat Luffy, and his 9 commanders. First one up, Chopper. I'm not gonna lie to you, this one kind of disappointed me. I get that the joke was funny at one point. We had him, I think, at 50, then 100, and now it's 1,000. So he got a 900 bounty increase. And honestly, Chopper deserves a little bit more respect at this point. I get that they see him as like the mascot, but come on, man. Chopper definitely does things at times. Next up is Cat Burglar Nami. She has a 366 million bounty. Okay, that shot way the fuck up. Before this, Nami only had a 66 million berry bounty. Now it's shot up by 300 million with a total of 366 million. That's fucking crazy. But hey, with Zeus, she's a force to be reckoned with, right? Keep in mind, Luffy's bounty was 300 million after Eni's lobby. And this is even higher than Zoro and Sanji's previous bounty recently until they had to increase this chapter. Next up is Brook. His bounty is 383 million. His previous bounty before this was 83 million. Next up is my boy Frankie, alright? This man got a 394 million berry bounty. And I love this ongoing joke. This one I can go with. He has the Sunny as his water poster right now. Before this, it wasn't even his own face, but it was a little bit closer than the fucking Sunny. It was General Frankie, and he was 94 million berries. Now we get an update of God Usopp with a bounty of 500 million berries. Before this, it was a 200 million berry bounty. Devil's Child Nico Robin with a bounty of 930 million berries. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a lot. Yes, it is. But you'd think it would be even crazier, or at least a billion, considering she can read poneglyphs. That's just my take on it. You figured the government would be like, yo, we're gonna have to put at least $1 billion on her head for knowing this, and she can really fuck up our plans if she really reads the poneglyphs, to these pirates especially. And not that they're a dangerous crew to society, that they're gonna really fuck up random civilians, but it's a known fact that Luffy stated multiple times that he wants to become the king. So you get what I mean. Alright, now notice we're going up and up right now. So now we got the hard hitters, the people that are only above $1 billion in the crew. You Sanji fans are not gonna be happy about this, but Sanji is at $1,320,000,000. Now, yes, this is a lot. But the unexpected part is Jinbe is actually a little bit above Sanji, and we got Zoro right back on top again as number 2 in the crew. You can imagine Sanji's pissed, like he is flaming pissed, because once again he has the lower bounty between Zoro and him. And not only that, Jinbe, he's in the crew now, so Jinbe's even above him. So he has to be number 4, and even Zoro cracks a joke. He's like, alright, just leave him alone. Leave number 4 alone. He's a little bit sour right now. And Zoro and him start fighting it out on the fucking ship. It's great. Okay, and then we cut to Luffy. You know, he's the captain, of course. Not that it's anything new, but in case you guys didn't know, Luffy's the man with 3 billion berries on his head. Now we cut to one of the most disrespectful things I've seen Oda do. My man really made Buggy to seem like a joke when he knows damn right Buggy can kill the whole One Piece universe in one snap. So we got Crocodile and Mihawk basically bitching Buggy around. Buggy's all injured and bruised. He's crying because he is in the Cross Guild right now. And with him on his side, or quote-unquote on his side, is Crocodile and Mihawk. Now, you guys can imagine these guys are not happy at all, especially Crocodile. Mihawk is a little bit more chill about it because he's like, all right, you know what? It's cool that Buggy has this as a title, Yonko. We're quote-unquote under him. So he has the target on his head. I like to be left alone, and it's the way that I prefer it. Crocodile's a little bit more like, man, this is bullshit. Mr. 3 is fucking psyched that Crocodile's back. He gets to serve under his boss once again. Okay, so we find out the story of how this cross guild happens, and I'm really happy we found out about it this chapter too. So cut to Gloom Island. This is where Mihawk's island is at. And turns out it keeps getting swarmed by Marines. After the warlord titles went away, of course the Marines started hunting after all these ex-warlords. At that point, ex-warlords. Now, Mihawk a fucking demon. The way that I see it, Marines kept coming after him. He kept wiping them away, and they would just come back in little swarms. So eventually, Crocodile gives him a phone call. Well, Crocodile is the one who actually started the alliance. He reached out to Mihawk. He said, hey, why don't we team up? It would be beneficial. The Navy wouldn't take an organization headed by the two of us very lightly. Then the next part is a bit interesting. Now, my memory could be hazy, but this is the first time I think we get this title for Mihawk. Crocodile says, after all, they used to refer to you as Marine Hunter. So that's very interesting that Mihawk, back in his days, he would hunt Marines for whatever reason. And I would love to see that as a flashback or some kind of, short spin-off story type. I don't know, something. It would be great. Now that we got that part done, then we cut to Buggy when he got swarmed by the Marines. And I remember reading the chapter the first time and thinking, what kind of luck is this motherfucker gonna get now to save his ass? Not that he needs the saving because he's a god after all, but sometimes he just wants to relax, right? This is what God Buggy does. So to his luck, Crocodile starts destroying ships. He's on the ship. And everyone of Buggy's henchmen is hyping Buggy up. He's like, damn, I guess the rumors are true that Crocodile's working under Buggy. And Buggy is shook right now because you'd think he'd be glad that Crocodile just saved his ass. But no, turns out Buggy owes his ass some cash and Crocodile needs that money now. He showed up himself like he's 50 Cent who's collecting his money. Buggy doesn't have any money, so he starts negotiating with Crocodile. And Crocodile's like, you know what? If you don't have the money, I need this capital right now because I'm starting my own company. In a state of panic, Buggy asked to join, and it turns out that the way that the poster was made for Cross Guild and the way that he got more recognition was his underlings made the poster, and of course they're gonna put Buggy as the head, right? So they put him, Crocodile, and Mihawk, and Crocodile and Mihawk are like right under him. So it makes it look like Buggy's the leader, the mastermind of it all. The underlings for Buggy pretty much sends it to the whole fucking world. They send the flyers out everywhere. Now this part is great. Now we cut to the Marines and they're talking about Buggy, of how much of a threat he is. Because now Cross Guild is formed. And they talk about him being a member of the Pirate King's crew, how he's close with Shanks, a current emperor, and this whole business with the Marine hunting. They start giving out bounties. Now keep in mind, bounties were set at one point, but when these guys, Crocodile and Mihawk for example, became warlords, they froze their bounties. When you became a warlord of the sea and served under them, your bounty was frozen and obviously you didn't have a target on your head. Now that they're no longer warlords, we start with Crocodile with a bounty of 1,965,000,000. That's higher than anybody in the Straw Hats besides Luffy. I love the fact that Oda is still finding a way to make Crocodile relevant, even though he was one of the earliest villains in One Piece and got whooped by an early Luffy. He's still making him a threat, and I absolutely love Crocodile as a character. So this is cool. This part is specifically for you Shanks writers, okay? I remember seeing all you motherfuckers memeing saying, Mihawk, there's no way that he can rival Shanks. Like, Shanks is the GOAT. He's the best emperor, yada, yada, yada. Well, guess what? Hawkeye Mihawk has even greater sword skill than red-haired Emperor Shanks. Now, I'm not saying this means that he wins in a battle against Shanks. They were rivals at one point. Shanks has one arm now, but we all know Shanks' hockey is fucking insane. I don't know how great Mihawk's hockey is, but when it comes to swords play, obviously Mihawk is going to be the greatest. He's the greatest swordsman in the world for a reason. But his bounty is 3,590,000,000 now. In comparison with Shanks, Shanks has a bounty of a little bit over 4 billion, so it's not that far off. I really hope we get to see one of the legendary battles that they fought back in the days. Even if it's for like 2 pages, I'll feel like it's worth it. Now we got the motherfucking GOAT, God Buggy. His new bounty is 3,189,000,000. That's right, Buggy has a higher bounty than even Luffy. The world better watch out for the new Emperor of the Sea, alright? This Emperor is gonna be the motherfucker to find the One Piece in the end. I'm calling it now. Buggy is solving this mystery. Now we cut to the ending of this chapter. We're back in Kamabaka Kingdom. Everyone is all happy that Sabo is alive. Everyone's cheering. They're like, alright, cool. Sabo's alive. That motherfucker made us worry, but thank God he's alive. But then we see Dragon, and Dragon has a look on his face, and he's pretty much saying, hey, I'm glad he's okay, but if he did kill the King Cobra, then I am not forgiving him. I need to know what the fuck happened. And he goes on to Kuma to see what actually happened. I'm glad Kuma is finally free because it hurt my soul seeing him as a slave. So it's good to see that he's back safe with his people. Now here's my take on it. I'm not entirely sure what happened with Sabo. Obviously, Sabo didn't have evil intentions. He didn't decide, hey, today I'm gonna go kill the King Cobra for whatever motive that he secretly has. My take on it is Cobra probably gave him a reason to. Might have been an accident or a last resort. All I'm saying is we know for sure Sabo didn't do it with an evil intent. Or another situation, the first thing that we tend to think is Sabo didn't do it at all. Got framed for it, of course. So either one is cool. Before we see Kuma even answer Dragon, we hear a ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, and it's a call from somebody. Who is it? Of course, it's going to be Sabo. But these nosy motherfuckers, the world government, they have their lines tapped and they're listening in, ready to record for whatever that Sabo's about to say. Koala picked up the phone for Sabo too, by the way. Not that it matters, but I felt like it was worth mentioning. But yeah, Sabo answers the phone. He's like, hey, it's me, Sabo. And right there, the chapter ends. And there's a break next week. Oh, right when we were about to find out the truth of what the fuck happened. But honestly, what a solid chapter this was. It was fucking phenomenal. I loved every second of it. It was hilarious seeing Buggy interact with Crocodile and Mihawk. It was great seeing the new bounties and a great cliffhanger. How are you guys feeling about the new bounties in the chapter overall? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for listening and watching. I appreciate you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys leave a like and sub. I'll see you on the next one.